My name is Alabama Liberal, and I'm a food addict. Yes, it's true, there is such a thing as food addiction. I thought it was bullshit too, much like sex addiction, which I always thought was Bullshitters Anonymous, because really, you're put on this earth to drink water, eat food, have sex, and shelter. It's like saying you got an addiction to having a roof over your head, you know? But food addiction, sadly, is a real thing, and you can go online and look it up. There's certain things on there like, do you sometimes think about food? Do you sometimes think about food even as you're eating? Do you sometimes think about food even when you're full? Guilty, guilty, guilty. All those things go through. I'd like to add some stipulations of my own to the list of what would be a food addict. Do you sometimes eat so much that you sweat? Do you sometimes lose hours of your day looking at the Trader Joe's website at their new food items? Do you look forward to flavors of the month at different places like Cold Stone or Dairy Queen? Oh God, Dairy Queen. A new low. I mean, that's really the one night stand of food. You feel kind of embarrassed that you ate there. Do you personally know the Papa John's pizza delivery driver? When you call in to Domino's to place an order, do they say, "Is that you, Brody?" These are not good signs. Anyway, food addiction's very real, but like Patton Oswalt once said, there's never been any great books or CDs or movies about food addiction because it seems so lame. When he's at Weight Watchers Anonymous, the stories just don't have the same zeal as a heroin addict talking about his last bender and everything. I think food addiction can be very isolating. When I think about an alcoholic, you might think of a good time person. Well, there's the angry drunks. But mostly alcohol is a social drug. You go out to a bar, you meet people, you might even get drunk and have a one-night stand. Nobody went to a buffet, ate 5 plates of fried chicken or some shit, and the next day woke up next to a beautiful woman. Food addiction really can fuck up your life because nobody really wants to be around you. And it's sort of gluttonous, and you're not really living. It's sort of, when you go to Las Vegas and you eat at the Bellagio or wherever, you eat as much as you can, maybe some cheap buffet that's $10 and then really unhealthy for you or whatever. You're probably not going to wake up next to a Russian supermodel the next day, or you're probably not going to go out and have the time of your life dancing with a Nigerian princess, so you're probably not going to really feel like doing anything besides going back to your hotel room and taking a massive crap and then passing out on the bed. I mean, it's really not going to lead to wild, good, fun times. It's just you bloating, getting as full as you can, and then feeling exhausted. I mean, I've eaten so much that I just felt exhausted, like I just wake up like, oh God, you feel like you ran a marathon, but you didn't do anything. You're so full, you're wiped out. You're so full, you got shortness of breath, right? Like if I had just been as full as I felt like, I'd have had to stop this episode 10 times and breathe deep, okay? So avoid food addiction, go to Food Addicts Anonymous, try to get help, try to find groups, and be conscious that it is a real thing.